Girl Mo's got some details regarding some lay reports, that sort of thing. And feel free to post them probably in this group or the Fork Natural World group. That's the best way. To be honest, the forums aren't being used too much. So just post them straight in here. Or we'll take a look at them from there. But in regards to your questions, number one, what are the tell signs that a girl gives away in person when she's DTF? And how would you go about pulling her right away in the most efficient way? Okay, very, very good question. There's a few different things, and this can differ from time to time. But the number one thing is generally, or the overarching number one thing is generally the way she's dressed, right? So if a girl is dressed in flats with, pants and some shitty top or, bad hair, makeup, barely there, chances are she's really not in the mood to have sex or be sexual, okay? If a girl is in heels, she has a short skirt on, she's dressed up really nicely, she has her hair done, she has her makeup done, chances are that she's up for something. So number one is always the way in which a girl is dressed, okay? You can tell a lot about the way a girl is dressed, and so many fucking guys just do not pick up on this. They're just like, look at a girl, oh, she looks hot or she looks not hot. And they have no fucking clue because they haven't even thought to look a little bit deeper. And the easiest sign to get from a girl is simply by the way she's dressed. It's as simple as that. So I'm always looking for a girl that's well dressed, a girl that's well presented. I'm attracted to that as well. I don't want to be, hooking up with some fatty in jeans and a t-shirt, although that can sometimes be, students and that sort of stuff, and they are DTF, but the number one is the way a girl is presenting herself. Okay? The second thing I'm looking for is how she behaves. If she's standing with a bunch of guys or friends or sort of, being protective or being, sort of held back or standing back, or is she at the bar by herself, dancing around, trying to get attention? Is she talking to lots of different guys? Generally, a girl that's talking to lots of different guys is screening those guys to see, who's game enough and who's good enough to take her home at the end of the night. A girl that's standing with her friends or surrounded by a bunch of guys, tucked away somewhere hiding, is probably a girl that's not really open to going home with someone. Not always the case, but as a general rule, that definitely applies. So, number one, the way she's dressed. Number two, the way she's behaving. Now, these are sort of general principles or sort of overarching sort of dresses and behaviours. So you don't even need to be talking to this girl. So you don't even need to have any indication of who this girl is. This can be purely from an observer's perspective. So another guy could pick up on this, another girl could pick up on this. Anyone really can pick up on this from afar without having even approached the girl. So there are two really good ways of screening: the way a girl's dressed and the way a girl is behaving. So many times I've just seen a girl and I'm like, okay, this is the one for the night. I can see that she's dressed for the night, she's looking really good, and she's, just frolicking around the bar or the venue. So I'm like, okay, this girl definitely keen. The third thing that I would say would be more relative to when you spend a bit of time with her, when you're talking to her, when you're in set with her, and she's really giving you signs that she wants to do something afterwards or hanging with you for the rest of the night. And what I'll always do is when I'm with a girl is I'll do little things or what I like to call pinging, is sending out my thoughts, feelings, and just putting the feelers out and seeing how she responds to it, seeing how she pungs me back. So a good example of this would be like grabbing a girl like this on the back of her neck, okay? And if she's like resistant and like kind of like, that's not cool, or moving away, okay, then that indicates to me, she's not really in the mood to get sexual, or not in the mood to get sexual with me, or, if she's like, oh, that feels like really good, or she's just like closing her eyes, or kind of like moaning a little bit, then I know she's liking that sort of physical connection and she's thinking about being sexual and close later. Similar thing applies with hand on the lower back. Similar thing applies with hand on the lower thigh, kind of like rubbing up the thigh. And also, you know, just sort of like grabbing hands or holding hands, not like full couple hand holding, but just like grabbing a hand and leading her. If she's compliant and receptive to all of these things, physical advances, then that's a great indication that she's up for something, that she's looking for something, particularly with you as well. Another thing that I'll also do is when I'm in set, I'll maintain really strong eye contact, and then I'll just stop talking. Okay, stop talking, look away. Hey, Chang, how you going? Stop talking, look away, and just see how she reacts. Okay, so just imagine I'm talking to you, all of a sudden, conversation's gone, I look over there, and out of the corner of my eye, I'll be fixated on her still, and I'll see what she's doing. Okay, so I'll constantly be looking away. Sorry, not constantly, but I'll look away for a brief moment, observe where she is, and see how she reacts, okay? If she looks away instantly and looks for something else to do or some sort of other stimulation, chances are she's not really that interested, okay? If she maintains her gaze towards me and is kind of observing or trying to see what I'm looking at or what I'm doing, then chances are she wants something more from me. She doesn't want this conversation to end. She doesn't want this interaction to stop. She constantly is invested and engaged upon what I'm doing. I know she likes me. I know she wants to go home. And she's looking for something, somewhere where this interaction is going. Okay. So there's plenty of things there. They're the three main things. I could go on and on and on, but for the purpose of this webinar, they're the three things I would look at. So how she's dressed, definite massive indicator as to what she wants. Her behavior and actions. Is she frolicking around the bar? Is she at the bar by herself? Is she just with one other girlfriend? Is she hanging around other girls? Is she dancing? Is she like flicking her hair back? All that kind of, you know, classical behavior. Number 2. And 3, how she responds to, you know, physical advances. Grabbing on the back of the neck, grabbing on the lower back, grabbing on the thigh. Any kind of acceptance and compliance when you're doing these sort of things are all green lights. Once I've got 2 or 3 of those, I'm like, okay, it's on. So, how do you go about pulling her right away in the most efficient way? Okay, you simply go up, grab her by the hand, and walk straight out of the venue. Okay, go up, grab her by the hand, and walk straight out of the venue. Okay, done it many times. Straight into a cab. Don't even say a word, no questions asked. That's it. You just go, you grab her hand, and you pull her out of the cab and put her in a cab. You don't say anything, you don't say, oh, can we go back to my place? Can I take you home? You just do it, okay? You just do it. I've done that many times, and the girl has not asked a single question. Not where are we going, not what's happening. And if she does, you just say, well, we're going home now. So that is the answer to pulling her right away in the most efficient way. Now that's not always going to work. Let's be honest here, okay? Not everyone can do that all the time. I certainly can't do it all the time, for sure. And you have to have the right conditions to do that, which lead back to those 3 things that I said before, okay? If you've got 2 or 3 of those things, then why not give it a shot, okay? If you fuck it up, or if you pull her outside and she's like, whoa, no, we're not going anywhere, just go, oh yeah, we're just coming outside to get some fresh air. What did you think, we were going home or something like that, okay? And you disguise your little ploy as something else. You go, let's go get some food and then we'll go back in, alright? So, as I said, I've done it many times and it's worked, but no, don't think it's going to work all the time, okay? You need to tick off a couple of boxes first before you do that, and then if it doesn't work, your fallback is, oh, let's just go get some food and then we'll go back in. Or if she says, okay, no, I want to go back in straight away, go, okay, I'll come in and I'll join you in a second. You go back in, I'm just going to go get something quickly, and then I'll see you in back there, okay? And then you start again, you reset and go again from there. That's how it's done. Okay, number 2. If you bang a girl on the same day of meeting her, and you like her enough to add her into your rotation, what's the best way to do it? Just do it, man. You don't physically or you don't verbally go up and go, hey, guess what, I'm going to add you into my rotation. But you try to figure out what's the best day for her. Maybe it's a Tuesday night, maybe it's a Thursday night. You should be able to figure out this very quickly with a girl. I'm seeing a girl at the moment, and I know her days that she is available are a Wednesday night and a Saturday night. Okay, Saturday night's not ideal, so I will try and see this one now on a Wednesday night, because I know it works well for her. I know she's not doing anything. I know she wants to continue seeing me, and I don't ask anything, I don't say anything, I do. I just plan to see her on a Wednesday night. I'm like, Wednesday night, we're going out. Wednesday night, we're going out. Hey, it's Wednesday, come over. Hey, it's Wednesday, it's time for wine, okay? And then after you've been doing that for a month, she's in irritation. So there's no special trick to doing that. It's just about finding out when is good for her, and chicks will generally have nights when they're free. Maybe they do fucking yoga on a Monday. They have a little girls catch up on a Tuesday. Wednesday she does her fucking pampering night, whatever that is, and Thursday's her night during the week. And when it comes to rotations, you want it to be during the week, okay? You don't want to be wasting Friday and Saturday nights with a girl. That's when you're going out with your guys and doing your thing. It has to be you ideally want it to be a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or possibly a Sunday. But you really want it to be, a weeknight. You want to keep the weekends free for your guys and going out and meeting more girls. So, and there's something just about not speaking about it, or not going, hey, do you want to be my Monday girl, or hey, do you want to be in my rotation, I've got a spot open, all this kind of shit. You just figure out what it is, and you lead the way, okay? So on the weekend, let's just say, so I'm seeing this girl usually on a Wednesday night now, which is tomorrow. So I have become a little bit slack. I'll sometimes only message her on a Monday, or even today I message her and she's already got plans for tomorrow. I'm like, okay, well, this is the only night I'm free, so you better change those plans. And she's like, okay, I'll see my friends on a Thursday then, and we can hang out Wednesday, right? So I definitely try and tee that up like on a Sunday night or something before, because people can generally tend to be pretty busy these days. So I would suggest making those plans a little bit earlier on. Not like, hey, what are you doing on the 17th of October? Let me book you in for that night. It's a much more simple thing. It's like, hey, Wednesday night, let's go out. Or Wednesday night is wine time. Come over. Okay, Wednesday night, I don't know. I feel like going out for dinner, or I feel like chilling Wednesday night. Come over and watch a movie with me. Okay, but you tee that up a few days before, so you're not being left out. And that's how you add a girl to your rotation. Anything else on that? Anything else on that? You can also tell her about it. You can say, okay, look, I like where this is going. Don't tell a girl that you like her, but go, I like where this is going. I'd like to continue seeing you and see where things go from there, okay? That's a really good way of drawing a girl in. I like where this is going. I want to continue seeing you, not continue dating you or continue fucking being a choke, but I just want to continue this and see where it goes, okay? Women love to hear those things, like, let's continue this and see where it goes, as if, is this going to be something that's good for us? Is this going to be something that I want to continue? And they're generally down for that. So if you do need to word it in any way, I like where this is going. Let's continue to see each other and see where this goes, okay? And then you can say stuff, as I said, I don't necessarily want to communicate this to her. I just want to do it and go, hey, this is what we're doing continuously over and over and over, until she kind of gets the idea that this is a good night, and kind of puts you in her roster as well. But if you can't do it like that, then, as I said, use those words. I like where this is going. I like where this is going. Let's continue to see each other and see what happens, or something along those lines, It's not locking you in, it's not giving away too much, you're still holding your cards close to your chest. It's just giving her an open-ended sort of environment where she can continue to see you, have sex with you, and hook up on a regular basis. Okay? Awesome. Number 3. With your current understanding on female psychology and game, if you could go back in time, how would you go about gaming, dating, and sleeping with the hottest girls within your social circle environment, like school, college, university, etc.? Okay. I would do it exactly how I did it over the last, I want to say 10 years. So the last 10 years is when I've, really been on point and pimping it. But I would take that and put it back over my earlier years when I was a fucking chode, when I had all these hot girls in my social circle, in my uni, in my school, in my group of friends, but I just didn't do what was required with it. Okay, so I'd take what I know now and I would just bring it back, overlay it over my timeline as a younger man,